folks. Want to know what happened to me today? I swallowed a bug on my walk. My allergies get so bad, I'm like walking with my mouth open. Which, hello, anybody who knows me knows that that's probably not too far off from the truth. And I swallowed a bug, so I'm like a block away, and I'm like, blah, blah, I'm spitting. I'm like, gosh, I hope nobody sees me doing this. So ladylike, Choose love, people. Choose love. Be nice. That's all we're asking. So I took a walk with my dogs today, and I talked to God, and I said, God, I've had 3 clients today, all of which had limiting beliefs, fear, anxiety, emotions are running high above the mountains, high above the rivers. Freaking, all the emotions are like, just intense. What the heck, man? I'm just like, okay, can you take a breath, please? Can everyone just please take a big breath right now? Come on, let's just try it. I'm going to have a little water. And then a big breath. As my first teacher said, David Hassert, long, deep breath, long, deep life. Short, shallow breath, short, shallow life. Yeah. He was very intuitive. Very intuitive. Love that man. God rest his soul. I miss him. He is a good man. And he said, Laura, take long, deep breaths. You have a lot of work to do. And then he'd always ask me, so Laura, what'd you learn from that situation? I'm a slow, hard, long learner. Hardest road taken. That was the one I took. Till I met him, and then he was like, come on, make it a little easier. Then I met Tyson a few years later, and he's like, come on, Laura, this doesn't have to be this hard. No, I just laugh my way through it. I don't know. There's nothing else to do. All I can do is love you. You know what I'm saying? So I just love myself through it all, because the energy in this world right now is crazy. Everything. It just like feels like there's a big old boxing glove on and just bam. And it's coming from every way. You know what I'm saying? Garbage over here, garbage over there, garbage back there, garbage in front of you. Watch out. Stand up, sit down, fight. It's just like, my clients are calling, they're freaking out. You know what I'm saying? They're like, breathe. Okay, let's just start with some long, deep breaths. First of all, they're going to my, okay, it'll be okay. So one of the things that how I used to be back in the day was closed-hearted, you might want to say. I think it saved me from a lot of anguish, is to not have this big open heart like I do now. And so I didn't feel a lot of other people's what they were going through, and now I do. And I have so much compassion and love for you guys. I do, because I have so much compassion and love for myself. And when we start there, when we start with love and compassion on ourselves, it's so much easier to there than like get to the point of getting past or getting through, diving into the fear and asking yourself, so if I lost my job, what would I do? And diving into that and figuring out, like going into the things, well, Am I going to end up in a cardboard box on the side of the road? Am I going to lose my 401k? Is my family not going to eat? Are my kids going to like starve to death? Like, we got to go down all of these different rabbit holes, right? Because then when you come out, you're like, but I don't know, like, would my parents or my siblings or my friends or my neighbors, would they really let me? And there's programs and there's things that are safety nets to help us too. And then there's just like the reality of it's all okay. Even with like the Great Depression, there's a lot of people that went through some hard times, but you know what? We get through them. We get through them. We could do what my friend Eddie from Brazil always would say. They didn't have a lot of money, so the whole community would come together and someone would bring, they'd all get together and pitch in $2 or whatever, 2 Rios. And sooner or later they had, 15 Rios and they could go buy a big old roast. And then they would make like a big old, beans and roast and like make this big thing and feed everybody. And then have a party along with it. Dance. I'm telling you, them Brazilians know how to live. Anybody from Brazil want to adopt a 53-year-old woman? I'll put it down on the thing. I'll be moving to Brazil. I would. See ya. Just need to learn a little bit of Portuguese. Do you know what I'm saying? Bom dia is not going to get me very far. Tudo bem is not going to get me very far. I can't even remember the word for toilet. I would be in trouble. Maybe someone out there who knows how to speak English and can understand what I'm saying and they live in Brazil and speak Portuguese could take me. I love Brazilian people. They're good people. And they knew how to do it, right? They knew community and they all gather together. And Jesus Christ is everywhere in Brazil. Everywhere. Every house that I was brought into, and I'm telling you, I went to a lot of them because if they knew that he brought an American, they all wanted to meet me and they all fed me. I was so full. I'm a big girl. I can eat a lot, but oh my Lord, I could not eat that much there. I don't know where they expected me to put it all. Like put some in my shoe, put it in my backpack, throw it up in my curls. I don't know what that means. Probably, They have stuff like sugar cane. They take these big long things and then you get a glass of juice. Pure sugar juice. It was awesome. Want to know why I want to live there? The place is awesome. Anyway, Jesus Christ is everywhere in Brazil. Everybody has these statues. I'm going to grab mine. Because this is what you get when you're in Brazil. And everybody has pictures. He's got a little chip. You came a long way, Jesus. I'm going to put you up here. Because we love Jesus. But those are everywhere. I love Brazilians. Anyway, my point being is that they're very community orientated. Very community oriented. And so I learned a lot from them. And not to worry so much. Like we worry so much in America. Like we don't have enough of this or we don't have enough of that. And really God provides us with everything that we need. It's greed and power. That's when you have too much of something, that it gets out of balance, just like anything else. And when you just allow God to work in your life, just the way that it's supposed to be done, everything is taken care of. There's nothing to fear. When you trust God and you trust in the Lord and you have a really good relationship with the Lord and you talk to God and you pray and you trust that, you just trust like everything works out. Everything. It's amazing. and it's wonderful. And I truly believe that when you stop worrying about having so much stuff and always having to work so hard for a living, and you just really start to look at your friends and your family and what's important, really important. And you stop coming up with these limiting beliefs that you have to have more. The better car, the better this, the more homes, more boats, more playthings, more things to do. It's just all that more comes with more responsibility, comes with more heaviness, more things to worry about, more things to protect, more things to have to keep an eye on, I guess. As God has told me before, there is not one atom, not one molecule, nothing. You get to take nothing with you when you die. It all stays here. The only thing that I know that moves from here to there is our soul and all the love that we have for others. That's what I know for a fact. That comes from this place to what we call heaven, or the other side, or the other timeline, or spirit world, whatever you want to call it. You can't take your statue with you, but you can take love. So choose love. You can take love with you. Yeah. When my dad passed, and I said, I was on a walk out at Picnic Point in Madison, and I said, God, what? I said, sorry, not God. I asked my dad, my father, what's it like when you die? And he said, it's like 1,000 times a million, that feeling of love that I have. He's like, you know how much I love you? And I'm like, yeah, I know how much you love me. He says, times that. And it just like a magnet just pulls you over. I was like, wow, that's cool. It's so cool. I'm ready. It's just so awesome. Yeah. And then I said, how do you see things on the other side? And he said, it's like, he said, look out at the lake. I said, okay. He goes, I can see every layer of every bug, of every grain of sand, everything, every flicker of light. He says, you can see it all. Like, what? It's just like profound to me. Like, kind of gave me like a bleep of it, like a phew. And I was like, that's a lot. I mean, I guess in spirit form, it's different. We have different capabilities and different understandings and different, it's just different. But it seems real nice, though. So what are we working? What are we worried about? What are we doing? Why are we working so hard? Why are we so stressed out? Why are we so worried about everything? I think less is more. Just saying. Less is more. Less to worry about. Less to have to clean, take care of, I guess. Yeah. So I guess my point being is that when we have one another and we focus on the things that really matter, like relationships and love and taking care of one another and community, and we stop worrying about what we don't have, and we start being really appreciative and grateful for what we do have, and we start to trust God and know that God will always take care of us. He may not give us everything we desire, like that Mercedes Benz, but you'll have what it is that you need. And boy, he shows that to me all the time, and I am so incredibly grateful and so blessed. And then my faith and my love for God just grows deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. and my trust in God and my peaceful life. I love my life. I love you. I love the work that we're doing together. I'm loving that you're showing up and that you're staying till the end. Thank you for staying till the end. Not everybody does, and that's okay. I'm kind of long-winded. I kind of take a long time to get to the point. I don't even know what the point is other than God is good. God is great. Jesus Christ died on the cross to save us from our sins. That's what I know to be true. I know that I trust God. I trust my life. I trust what I do. And I trust God to help you. That's what I know. And that my hair is crazy. All right, people. Until tomorrow. Have a good night.